Kim Mulkey did provide an update for Mikayla Williams, and this is from NOLA.com, guys. NOLA.com. It says Kim Mulkey said Thursday that she's still unsure if Mikayla Williams will suit up on Friday for LSU's SEC tournament opener. Mikayla is a freshman guard who started the Tigers' first 29 games, is nursing plantar fasciitis, which is the same thing that Hailey Van Lith dealt with earlier this year. So she is dealing with plantar fasciitis on her foot. On Sunday, she missed LSU's game over Kentucky in what Kim Mulkey calls a precautionary measure that will ensure that she is healthy for the NCAA tournament. And Kim says, in a perfect world, I'd like to rest her the whole tournament. But if I need to look down there and say, hey, can you go 2 or 3 minutes, and look at the trainer and say, hey, do you think it'll hurt anything? And just kind of go from there. So yeah, that's kind of the news, guys. I think that, I think it's going to be interesting, depending on if Kim Mulkey feels like she absolutely needs Mikayla Williams to play in a game this week. I think it's in South Carolina's best interest to not have Mikayla Williams play. I think that would be in their best interest. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Kim Mulkey also said it's just precautionary. I'm overly sensitive to feet and backs, and it's just not something I'm going to take a chance on and pound on and step on, and you end up later having some kind of stress reaction or something. I'm not doing that. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the news, guys. I think that LSU is a team that has dealt with plantar fasciitis this year. I think that's one of the reasons why Hailey Van Lith has had a sort of issue sort of getting acclimated at that point guard position because she had plantar fasciitis, and she wasn't able to fully really get into her role because she was dealing with injury. And when you look at now with Mikayla Williams dealing with plantar fasciitis, you don't want her to really play if you can stand it, right? You'd want her to just rest, so that way you could try to go back to back. Because if Mikayla Williams flares it up even more, and you can't go in the NCAA tournament, that wouldn't be helpful, right? You want to make sure that even if you lose in the SEC tournament, you want to make sure that Mikayla Williams stays as healthy as possible. So yeah, that is something. That is something. Darnell says if they lose, then they will fall to that number 5 spot, which puts them in a place where they can't have home court for the first couple of games. I think as long as LSU makes it to the championship game versus South Carolina, I think they're going to be a number 3 seed at least. Now, if they lose to one of these other teams, I think that's a whole nother story, right? I think that's a whole nother story. So again, remember, guys, they do play Auburn tomorrow. So yeah, that's something to notice. To note, they do play Auburn. Auburn's a good team, but it's a winnable game without Mikayla Williams. But as I always say, anybody can get got. Auburn could very well beat LSU. We'll see what happens. We will absolutely see what happens. But yeah, that's the news, guys. Yeah. That is... Bree Wayne says, not Quita blaming plantar fasciitis on Hailey Van Lith's point guard. But I mean, I'm saying it was a factor. Am I saying it was the primary factor? No, I don't think it was. I say it's a factor, yeah, because she wasn't able to get as many minutes and sort of play the game that she was trying to play. But I do not think that was the primary factor. So no, that to me it's not an excuse. It's a It's just something to say, basically. I'm just saying that they've dealt with this before. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Frequently says I can't win with Queen. What? Darnell says Auburn is smelling blood. I mean, if you're Auburn, you're like, this is looking pretty good. You're rubbing your hands together. You doing that Birdman thing where you rubbing your hands. I don't know if y'all get that Birdman reference. Anyway, moving on. There is blood in the water. Yes, yeah, it is blood in the water. We'll see what Auburn can do. I mean, as I tell y'all, I would absolutely love it if Auburn knocked down LSU. Because again, I don't care who actually wins. I want to see good basketball and I want to see upsets. That's what I want. This is what March is made for. March is made for upsets. It is made for it. So, I'm just saying. JB says Auburn looked a little suspect today against a severely depleted Arkansas team. Yep. Was a little concerning. Honesty, Scott Grayson struggled too. LSU catching them at the right time, even without Mikayla. I mean, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Free smoke. Yes, Bree Wayne. Free smoke. That's what this is all about. I mean, I don't care. Everybody can get got. I mean, everybody can get got. I'm just saying, I don't care. I just want to see good basketball and I want to see upsets. That's what I want. It could be UConn getting got. It could be South Carolina getting got. It could be LSU getting got. It could be Iowa getting got. I don't care. I want to see great basketball. I want to see players who aren't supposed to step up and win games for their team. And I want to be surprised at the end of the day.